Rumors, speculation, trade rumors, everything is going crazy because we're less than 30 days from the NFL draft, mock drafts, everything. In this video, we're going to cover it. We're going to be talking about the latest on Kayvon Thibodeaux, Nakobe Dean, could he fall to 32, Jeffrey Okudah, what's going on with this guy, a bold trade made by an analyst regarding the Detroit Lions and the Philadelphia Eagles. But before we get into today's video, if you think it's a real sound and smart idea, attempting to grow crops with Gatorade instead of water, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. We talk all things Detroit Lions news and rumors, and sometimes being a Lions fan, you can fail miserably. Also, make sure you take that like button with you and try to grow that bad boy with water and not Gatorade. Let's get into today's Lions news and rumors. There is an epic trend that is taking place in mock drafts that I really, really like. And a lot of these drafts, these mock drafts taking place, has Nakobe Dean fallen to the Lions at 32. Now everyone says, this guy's undersized. He's not big enough to play linebacker. He's not a guy that can really help a team out fully. Well, I'm going to tell you, that's some BS, in my opinion. Yeah, we're going to throw that a little top here. Why? Because the film don't lie, folks. Nakobe Dean is sideline to sideline. He is a very good linebacker, one of the best in this year's draft. I'm not going to say the best. I like Devin Lloyd a little bit better, but I think he's going to be gone. And if Nakobe Dean falls to the Lions at 32, the Georgia standout, and the Lions are sitting there, I think they got to take him. That would be glorious because Nakobe Dean is exactly right now what the Lions need. Our linebackers are not good. Alex Anzalone, he's not the future of this football team. We all know that. We brought back Davis. Wow. Davis coming back. He's not the future of this linebacker core. Now, we do got Derek Barnes. I do think he is a mixture of this future for sure. But we need young talent in the middle of the field. And if a talent such as Nakobe Dean is sitting there at 32, we have a major need at linebacker. I think you got to take it, unless Devin Lloyd's there or someone else immediately falls. Still, it is a fantastic trend that we're seeing, and I hope he does fall. Let me know in the comment section below. Would you draft Nakobe Dean if he fell to the Detroit Lions at 32? It is simple, folks. Why for yes and for no? Let me know in the comment section below. What do you think about Dean at 32? Now, if you were watching Oregon's Pro Day, you would have noticed that 7 Detroit Lions scouts and personnel was there with looking at Kayvon Thibodeaux. We're talking about Brad Holmes was in there as well. Spielman there as well. They were taking a big look at Thibodeaux. Now, I have been very consistent on my channel that I covet players such as, I would love to get a Kyle Hamilton. I think it'd be nice. I would love to get an Aidan Hutchinson. I'd love to get some other players. I wouldn't even mind looking at Malik Willis. But I've been very consistent saying I think the Detroit Lions are taking Kayvon Thibodeaux. Why? Because it's exactly what Brad Holmes likes. Now, I made a tweet that went viral talking about the Detroit Ducks. We look at Penei Sewell last year, Kayvon Thibodeaux if they get him this year. I mean, we just look at all the Ducks that we've already have on this football team. We're going to get Noah Sewell right next year as a joke. You got the Detroit Ducks. They like universal players. Brad Holmes does. He likes Oregon Ducks. An edge rusher. It's exactly what he is. He's that's what he is. He is everything that check marks from a Brad Holmes perspective. Getting a edge rusher, that can be a dynamic player. Now, there was question marks. Is this guy fully committed to playing football? Now, my guy, Avery Giovanni Spirit of Detroit, he did a great interview with a very qualified scout, an NFL scout, and he agreed with me that this was all smoke, a lot of smoke. You didn't hear before the season, the college season was over, that this guy is not giving it all, that this guy is not the prototypical player that teams would like to have. He was the consensus 1 or 2. But as soon as the season was over, you're starting to hear things that, he could be falling out of the top 10. I didn't really buy it. It was, to me, I felt like smoke. The scout agreed. Make sure you check that video out by Avery Giovanni, by the way. Very good interview. And this is the time of deception. And I think that is a deception. The Lions sending 7 scouts there, 14 eyes to look at Kayvon Thibodeaux. I think it's legitimate, and I think it's a very possible the Detroit Lions draft him. That's why I had him in my mock draft last week. That's why I've been saying this, because I do think the Detroit Lions really like Kayvon Thibodeaux. We'll see, but that's what the finger pointing is right now. Now, Jeffrey Okudah posted his workout video looking really good. Seen it. Good clip by Jeffrey Okudah. A lot of people are mad that we drafted him, not happy that we took him. Hey, I'm one of them. I wasn't the biggest fan. I knew they're taking him, but wasn't the biggest fan. Even though I'm not the biggest fan, I hope he can come out and he can make a splash in 2022 season because we need him. There's speculation. Should we move Jeffrey Okudah to safety? Now, Pride Detroit did one today. Should we send him to the nickel corner position? How about this? We just take one day at a time. See how he does in camps. See how it is in training camp. And just him improving day by day. Now, I don't think he's going to go to safety in my opinion. I don't see it. Him wanting to go there. I don't see it unless he doesn't improve physically. Take it day by day. See how he does. I'm rooting for him, and I would suspect everyone should root that he does well because you don't want to throw away a 3rd overall pick on somebody, and maybe they eventually don't want to need him, and if he does get better, you can trade him as trade bait. You can't trade away an injured, failed player. So I think he will play corner, and hopefully he can improve to where he can be starter, but there's a lot of competition at this position because you got the rise of Jerry Jacobs, and Melfano would look pretty good for sure. So I'm really interested to see how this one plays out. But looking good, that's a first step. Let me know in the comment section right now, would you trade up from 32 to 16 with the Philadelphia Eagles? We're going to talk about this trade that was made by an interesting article here. Let me know in the comment section, would you be willing to trade up? Folks, article was done for the Detroit Lions to make a bold move and trade with the Philadelphia Eagles. You say, why would the Lions want to trade up? I'm kind of with you there. Well, before we judge, let's look at what they were wanting to trade up for and the details itself. Yardbarker did a bold trade with the Philadelphia Eagles. The Detroit Lions trade up from 32. They get pick 16 and select Jordan Davis. Now in their mock draft, they actually have the Detroit Lions getting Trayvon Walker. So you get 2 Georgia defensive linemen right up front in the first round. What do the Lions got to give up? Well, just a little bit right here. Round 1, pick 32, of course. Round 3 this year, pick 66. That's the first 3rd round pick. Very high one. And a 2023 first round pick, the Rams selection, you would have to give up to move and get him. That's crazy. To get Jordan Davis at 16, you would have to give up 32, 66, and next year's first round pick. First off, is Jordan Davis probably worth? Yeah, he's a very solid player. It's still, look, he exploded on the combine, showed his speed and acceleration. He'd be probably a really good player in the NFL. But not to the Detroit Lions at 16. I think this is a terrible trade. Giving up next year's first round pick. Look, if Jared Goff does not work out, it's an if, we don't know, but you need to have capital for 2023. I don't think they're drafting a quarterback high in this year's draft, giving you my personal opinion. So what do you need to have? You need to have capital next year in case Jared Goff doesn't work out. And to give up a first-round pick of the Rams next year to get Jordan Davis would be cutting yourself, attempting to have capital to move up if you want to get selected franchise quarterback. No, I'm not doing it. This draft has a lot of talent in it. And I'm not going to give up pick 66 either. That's a high pick for the Detroit Lions. They got 2 third-round picks. I'm not going to give up the high one. That right there could be a major contributor for this football team. We are in rebuild year 2. Just stay at the spot or trade out, not trade up to get your players. We seen it. Dorsey last year saying, chill out, Brad Holmes. We don't need to trade up to get Penei Sewell. Let's not do it this year. Sit back, stand tight, take selected player that falls to you because you can still get a dynamic player. Hell, we just talked about Nakobe Dean potentially falling to the Detroit Lions at 32. I'd take that. No need to trade up. But let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think? Would you trade up for a Jordan Davis? Let me know. I say to the nah, but there's one thing that you can do, folks. This one is simple. You go to chatsports.com/lionsbet. You can bet on MLB games. You can bet on NBA games. You can bet on the draft itself. Put in the promo code LIONS125. You get a 125% deposit bonus to make a little bit of money. Bet $5. Don't need to bet 5,000. That's the way to go. Because I tell you what, if I was to tell you to bet $5K and you lose it all, you're going to hate my face more than I already do. So chatsports.com/lionsbet. These trade speculations and everything is going to continue for the next month. Just get ready for it, folks. That's the way it is. We got to talk about it because a lot of stuff is hitting before the NFL draft. But as soon as the NFL draft is over, I'm going to be happy. A lot of these rumors, speculations are going to be over with, and we can look at our team objectively, look at our roster, look at our picks, and think about 2022 for the season, not as speculation. You can follow me on all sorts of social media sites, folks. Lions Nation Night, MicroMike. Twitter, that's the one I use the most out of all sites, folks. MicroMike85. I'm on Facebook. I drop videos on there. MicroMike. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss out. You don't want breaking news, everything. And get ready for epic videos to drop. With that said, folks, adios.